welcome to Everyone Racers,
a show designed for the world of low-dollar racing and oddball car culture.
It doesn't matter what kind of Lemon Champ or Lucky Track Dog league you run.
SCCA or NASA, we don't discriminate.
as long as you drive it hard and built it yourself.
Join us each week for tech discussion,
Tips, tricks,
as well as news and notes from the world of amateur endurance racing.
whether it's on the spot.
hella sweet,
Or we're lucky enough in Chrissy.
Chrissy,
I give you just the tip.
We're sure you'll giggle a little.
And learn even less.
Everyone report to the paddock.
This is Chris.
This is Chrissy.
I'm Tim.
And I'm mental.
And
Yeah.
Mental's still up.
And Mental still talking.
Mental still talking. Yeah. Welcome to a It Still Sucks episode of our podcast. It's 422. Now, long-time listeners can recall references to Chrissy's former nightmare commute.
I like this.
U.S. Route 422, the eastern segment of which is located entirely within Pennsylvania. It runs from Hershey to King of Prussia near Philly. Even though Chrissy is no longer subject to this misery, the former website 422sucks.com, which is not there anymore. If you go there, it sends you to a website to get shirts. The still running Facebook and Instagram pages of the same name serve to provide commuters with the latest on perpetual construction, closures, accidents along the narrow, potholed, and very easily delayed route. I actually, when I found this, I fell down a rabbit hole on their Instagram because they're still very active
and I still
very funny.
I still like them on Facebook. So,
Yes.
and I still watch it and I'm like, oh, and every once in a while, something not great for them, great for me because I don't live there anymore. And I watch what's happening. So, I still have some connections on my Facebook to the Philly area. And this is one of them that I said, wow, that sucks. Oh, I think it was what it does still suck. Funny. No, it's really, especially because they got a lot of snow in the last weekend, and they were posting pictures of this road how's this road? They make fun of each other. I mean, it's pretty good.
It reminded me, like in that community, of watching you watch the Eagles play. You know,
okay.
It's just
They want to yell at each other and
exactly absolute hatred of it, and then like brutal mockery of each other, but bonding in that moment. And if somebody else comes in and they're like, "Oh, no, you shut the hell up! All right, you don't get to make fun of them."
And then
they survived 422,
and they use the little meme of watching eating popcorn and like watching, like that popular meme, that one. It's all of them start posting that they're watching the fight between a couple people. Oh, it's such a thing.
Yeah, and like at its most brutal, there's still just this begrudging respect between all of them.
Because they have to, because you have to use this road. Like you don't have an option. That's a good one. I appreciate that one. Thank you for bringing that one up. That's good.
Good.
So, I'm not fixing cars. I'm not fixing much of anything. So, I'm having a week. I'm having a week where I'm seriously reconsidering my hobbies because the only reason I work is to pay for my hobbies, and the job is making it not worth it right now. I am
well,
I'm this close, man.
Well, you have a new haircut, so you have a new look going on.
He doesn't have a court martial. I asked.
No.
You did.
No court date, no court martial. I'm not in trouble at all. I honestly, I was trying to grow it back out. If people aren't watching this on video, I was trying to grow it back out, and I'm done with it. And so, Vicky, like, as I am driving to the barber, Vicky's like, "Are you sure you're doing this for you? Because I know what I like, but you can do whatever." No, I got done with it. And so, nice kid, cut my hair. I found a hipster barber shop up the street.
Ooh.
And he's got a Mustang and he's into drifting. So, nice conversation. It was one of those places where you book, it's going to take you an hour because they're not going to rush it and they keep their tools sharp. And you pay for it, but you get what you pay for. So this is, you don't take a Ferrari to Jiffy Lube. You don't take this to Supercuts.
That's why you work, right?
That's why you work. Fortunately, in theory, from what I know of you, your hair grows pretty fast. So if you decide to change it up, you can probably do that.
I aside from like literally the first day, I kept reaching back to pull the 'cause
Your
I felt like it's
ponytail
up in
holder?
a knot. I'm like, oh wait, no, that's right. It just feels
There's
like this now. Nah,
Oh, and you wash your hair for the first time. That's amazing.
So yeah, I've done this enough to get it right where you don't, use too much shampoo and then you don't like go to fling it all back and wrench your neck. So I didn't do that, but so yeah.
Well, good.
Well, good. Chris?
I have been working on some cars actually.
Nice dailies.
Yeah, well, it still counts. Mercedes was overdue for an oil change. It was at about 8,500 miles. So thanks, Mobile One, and quality filters. So that got an oil change, and I can see the cat on the counter behind Chrissy's
I
head.
already yelled at her and she didn't get down. So
Yeah, because unless you get up, she's not moving.
and I can't get up.
I know. So
Oh,
anyway,
no, go ahead, get up. We'll zoom in on you. It'll be hilarious. Everyone mock Chrissy's absolute her cat's disregard for her authority.
waving at you too.
I'm gonna give you guys a heads up if you haven't looked at the notes at the bottom. There's a new bingo card, and that's one of the boxes right there.
She's down now. Okay.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Not that one. I don't know where the other one is. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So Mercedes got an oil change. It was overdue. I sent a sample out to get analyzed just to see how it is. 'Cause it's been a while and this is a long change, and this towed a boat across country on this oil, and like, let's see what happened. While I had the car up in the air and everything, all the shields and stuff off the underside, I noticed on the passenger side, there's looked like oil leak on the suspension and stuff. And that doesn't make any sense because there's nothing over there to leak oil. Like I take everything apart and it's like in the wheel wells and everything, like I take the tire off, everything looks perfectly fine. The best I can consider is that we drove through something as we had just driven back to and from Santa Fe. So that's my guess. But it took a long time of looking. And in looking though, I did find a tiny bit of pink coolant seepage on the radiator. This is a radiator that I put in. It's a Nissan's one, so it's a decent quality part. I put it in after I destroyed the other one the last time I changed the oil in the summertime when I put the jack through it, because that was fun. So, yeah, rock out a replacement.
I was like, and I definitely, before I walked out of the room, I was like, just make sure you don't do that again. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
So I have a new one ready to go in, but I haven't done it because it's leaking. Over 8,000 miles since it went in. It's leaked like a pint maybe at most, so it's not bad, but still need to do that. And got new tires put on it. We had the one that had a tread separation on the left front, so we got a new set of Michelin X Ice Snows on it now, which is now much smoother than it was with one that was tread separating.
Not actually round. What did you call it? A D? A tire that was like a D shape.
Yeah. And then Saturday, we spent a lot of time clearing brush. Now, you remember in the fall, we took down a number of trees and did fire mitigation. Well, we stacked all that by the road because during the summer and fall, the municipalities can come pick up what we call slash. We were too late, though. So we had these giant piles of slash along the road around our house. And the county decided, because of the heavy winds we had a couple months ago, to open up 2 free days of drop-off, Friday and Saturday. So we went Saturday. It was great because that morning started off at 5 degrees, got up to a balmy 12 during the day, but 12 degrees with the sun out in Denver is like 40 on the East Coast. It's just like this is no.
As long as it's not windy, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and it wasn't. Like you could see your breath and you're like, okay, and we, had layers on. We're like, okay, it's cold, but like it was not like skin melting off cold.
Yeah. So we filled a U-Haul 6x12 open trailer, 6 feet high, 3 different times. That's after ratchet strapping it all down, after making Chrissy lie on top to hold it all down. And after I would go up and jump on it to knock it down. So we filled that 3 times, that's about 50 cubic yards of brush. And we did not get it all by the time that they closed and we had to stop. We got most of it. So that was good. But during that, we once left the, we left the Cadillac with the trailer on it, parked in the road. Well, the hazard's on while we loaded up, and when we had to get back in it, push the button, it
Click,
I
click,
just
click,
didn't
click,
wanna
click,
start.
click.
Right.
It wanted to go to between sport and
Well, that was later.
touring.
It didn't want to start, so I had to go jump it with the Mercedes.
That's true.
And then driving down the hill, because it was voltage was bad, it was doing weird things. Like all the radio presets went away and then came back.
For
and
like
then came
days.
back, and it was bouncing between tour and sport mode. Just bounce, 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 bounce. Because
Without touching.
cars don't like bad voltage. So anyway, got a new battery from Costco, got that in, and that's it. So I was actually working on things. Yay. Chrissy.
I was not.
You were not.
Nope. I help with brush. I've been working plenty.
You've been making sure people's cores get spayed, and that's
Correct. Where that's if you're not watching, we're drinking Banquet.
Keep
Because
the
Banquet.
mountains blue.
No, that's the different one.
Fine.
That's light. But Coors is currently cheaper than water at the moment, so that's why we're drinking Banquet. Yeah, that's about it. Hey, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Not yet.
Too soon.
Too soon. Too soon. But whenever you're listening to this,
too
chances
soon,
are
Junior.
it's my birthday. Yeah. Other than
It's
that,
birthday season.
it is birthday season. Tim, you have been all over the place. Don't give us any spoilers because you're going to tell us all about it later.
Yeah. Well, I missed a week in my travels,
And
so
we missed you.
I have 2 weeks of updates to give you,
Oh.
and I did do car things and race things, so I've got lots to talk about. We'll save the
What?
race things for later. But after the previous episode that I was on, shout out to Mr. Webb for an awesome fill-in. Thank you, Tom. You were great, by the way. I left 2 days after our last recording and went to Sacramento, met up with Erica the Welder at a local to her welding supply store and bought myself all sorts of goodies. So I've got all the PPE, I've got my own bottle, I've got all of the magnets, and went to Harbor Freight and bought rolling bins and blah, blah. Like I got all of it. So I'm ready to start recording and getting some welding shows put together. So
we can't wait to see it, to follow
I'm
your
working on that.
adventure.
I'll be working on that this weekend. But after I did that, I went to Corey Dickman's house. We pulled the motor that is tired out of the El Camino and swapped in a fresh one. Corey, we did basically just rings and bearings, so he redid all the internals of that. So we slapped that together. Came out pretty quick. The guys, he's so efficient. Like, you guys will get a kick out of this. So I show up on Friday at it was probably 11:30. Corey's got a table with all of his tools on it and a sheet, like step by step, remove the trans line. It's probably a 9/16 wrench. Blah blah blah. Every check.
Wow.
He did all that. He did all by memory, which tells you how many times we've had that thing out of that car. With tool sizes. I was like, that's amazing. So we got it out and the new one back in on Friday.
like replacement or something else.
Yeah, same. Yep. It's got a little bit of a different cam in it, but it's so subtle, like it doesn't sound lopey or anything. But we just wanted to try to get it a little bit healthier. After we put it back together, the final bits on Saturday morning, top end stuff, fired up. It was running super fat. So we're going to have to, next step is to bring it to a tuner and get it tuned up. And then she'll be ready for Sonoma in March. So that was super cool. And then I continued to fail at traveling less and went to the airport on Monday evening for the red eye. Flew into Orlando. So I had to go through JFK. Flew into Orlando. Met Uncle Dave on Tuesday at the airport, and we did some frolicking around in the golf world. The PGA has a big convention show in the Orange County Convention Center, so we did that for a couple days. So he's big into golf, so he was geeking out on that stuff. got to meet some of my knucklehead golf friends. We drank a beer
Just one? I have no.
at a time. And then we left Thursday morning to head to Daytona. More on that later.
Awesome. Okay, great. Seasonal time. Okay. AI is everywhere, and apparently the lovely people at Bring a Trailer have not outrun it. Justin Hughs at Jalopnik found a 1999 Cadillac DeVille that has had an AI Easter egg in many of its pictures and proved that the pictures were fake. Apparently, the car itself was not the issue, it's just the pictures. The license plate had some funky messed up letters. Actually, if you're watching on YouTube, it's right exactly where Mental is showing. There are 2 shifters. Apparently, the backseat features cobblestone floor. There's also some included in the engine bay. Logos are wrong. Panels were smooth where they aren't on the actual car. The listing comments section lit up instantly with people calling out these AI slop photos. Bring a Trailer first posted the following comment. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the gallery of photos. We share your concern about the authenticity of images and are working with @seller to obtain additional images of the car. We will update the listing as soon as they're available. Within hours, however, Bring a Trailer withdrew the auction. Its staff had been active in the comments apologizing for the mistake. We definitely understand the concerns raised by this situation. We want to make it clear that every listing on BAT is created by BAT staff, and we are reviewing internally how these photos are missed by a team. Legitimacy and accuracy of photos in an online auction is obviously at utmost important, something we cannot allow to be manipulated by AI. We very much appreciate the oversight and input of the community on this auction, which enable us to react quickly when possible for the photo manipulations and missed any arrangement in the gallery. We sincerely apologize, blah, blah, blah. Rightfully so, people come to this page to find cool cars, and it's a trustworthy site to sell a car. I look at it every day. With issues like this, the sites become much more untrustworthy. Hopefully they learn their lesson, and we'll get some people to actually drill into pictures and make sure that the car is presented is legit.
Well, like you guys have sold cars on Bring a Trailer.
Yes, we have. I look at it every day.
An old Cadillac, sure, but the MG. Well, I noticed that you have the 27 spoke wire wheels, and those were only made by Fred. Fred only worked on Tuesdays from 1956 until 1972 because holy crap, man! What guy thought he was going to get anything past the BAT audience?
I don't know.
Ever.
I don't know,
but a cobblestone carpet. What?
Yes. Hey, Chat GPT, remove all of the dents and dings on the side of the car, please.
And then that includes the actual panels of where,
shifters, though.
Yeah. The cobblestones. I mean, that's terrible.
Make this a manual transmission.
But I bet the people the commenters that troll, because there are some, and they even commented on the MG, which had minimal things to troll, had a field day. I bet they were like, holy crap, what is this? And everyone else is like, oh, holy crap, what is this?
All of the light behind them just turns to darkness, and the noble Marvel music plays. My entire life has led to this moment.
Honey, I'm going to be late. Something's wrong on the internet.
I can't even imagine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what everybody knows is that you should not drive if you've been drinking. Definitely not if you're drunk. But I feel like we can maybe admit that we've possibly driven something while slightly hungover at least once.
What are you, a cop? I'm not admitting to that.
But
Mexico that time.
In Mexico. Yeah.
Or a racetrack.
No.
In Mexico.
In Mexico. The Baja. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Max Taylor at Autoblog breaks the story that impairment can linger much longer after your last drink. Today.com segment looked at how hangover symptoms can erode skills that make you obviously a safer driver. This study used a hangover simulation suit that was 17 kilograms and has wrist and ankle weights, goggles, and headphones. It's designed to mimic fatigue, dizziness, and throbbing head feeling. Sound sensitivity, difficulty concentrating, which are all the same ingredients that make a simple driving task feel harder than expected. In the demonstration, the point is not that a person is intoxicated, it's that they can be slowed down and distracted while still believing they are fit to drive, which is why the video frames hangover driving as an overlooked safety issue. When hungover, drivers show more lane weaving and worse control, and researchers noted that hangover impairment can resemble performance seen at around 0.05 to 0.08 blood alcohol concentration. Sleep loss is a likely driver of the effect because participants reported about 90 minutes less sleep after drinking, and those who slept 6 hours or less performed even worse, which suggests that hangover and fatigue can compound each other. If you're still foggy, still tired, and unsure about residual alcohol, the safer move is to arrange a ride or not drive on a racetrack until after 12.
Yeah, don't take the first step.
Don't take the first step.
I bring this up every week, but we're all judges. I want this hangover suit as punishment. Like, all right, third penalty. You're putting on the not the hangover suit.
See how you can do.
Strap me to the roof of the car. Make me do the Bart Simpson. Don't make me wear the hangover suit.
Yeah, that thing's wild looking.
Yeah, and it just sounds awful.
Yeah. No, thank you. All right, here's
Put the hangover suit on and drive to Jags and pick up an oil separator for that team that's broken over there.
That is not advisable.
It's Thunderhill.
You know what?
It's noon. Put on the hangover suit. Go get me a Coke.
Here's a bicycle.
Or you just go bother Jimmy, who's still in the trailer, who doesn't need the suit, who just is like you would simulate in the suit.
Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
Much more fun than hangovers is toys. And most of you know that we are Honda lovers, and we've had some fun with Lego car sets too. And here's a new good one. Ronan, Glon, and Hagerty features the new 90s Civic you can make in your kitchen table. Mattel Brick Shop makes actually 2 kits of Honda icons recreated in 1/32nd scale. You can buy and build a 1990 Honda Civic EF hatchback in Tahitian green pearl, 248 pieces in 2 different wheel cover choices in white and bronze. Comes with a front lip spoiler, decals, and the doors open. The other kit is an S2000 you can get with similar aspects such as roof mount, scoop, spoiler, 2 sets of wheels, and it's suggested for 10 and up, which fits our age range perfectly. Kits start at $21.99. Mattel Brick Shop noted that the Civic and S2000 release is part of a collaboration with Honda, so it's reasonable to assume that more Japanese classics are on the way.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Put on the hangover suit and assemble this Lego.
Oh no, that's not good at all.
About as fun as putting together 2 puzzles while wearing your gloves. When you're colorblind.
That was a penalty. If you guys aren't following, we made somebody do that, and then we found out they were colorblind, which made it even worse. So there's that.
Oopsie.
Okay, let's talk about cars you can maybe own. Are you good? No? Is it not available?
Oh no, it's available.
Okay, great.
We just can't buy it.
Okay.
Well, you could, but that's
sell a house.
You're moving in.
Yeah.
Real Time Racing is selling its 2021 Acura NSX GT3 Evo 22 chassis number 26, previously owned by Magnus Racing, campaigned in the 2021 IMSA Series. Real Time ran in SRO GTWC in 2022. Maintained at the highest racing standard, a complete listing document showing all the maintenance. It has extensive spares, bodywork, suspension, wheels, tooling included. You can have this for a lovely price of $275,000. And where can you pick it up in case you want to go see it?
It is in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's lovely.
I was
machines.
curious. I wanted to know what the performance record is because I remember Real Time Racing when they were still doing SCCA stuff and they had their just the
type
like
bars and
RSXs and that sort of stuff. They, there was actually a good team. Why would they be selling what is a fairly successful NSX? Because changes are coming, and that's on their website. And if you're not watching this, it would appear that Real Time Racing is choosing to go with the only 8-time consecutive Formula One manufacturer champion, Mercedes-Benz.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
good for them.
Okay.
Oh.
Guess what? It's a good time. We finally have one.
Yes. This weekend, Barber, traditional season opener, beautiful racetrack, wonderful time. There are 108 cars. 20 of those are BMWs, which is not a terrible ratio. 10 are Miatas, 5 are Hondas, 5 are Porsches. They've got an Alfa Romeo GTV6, of course, an AMC AMX4, and the 1959 Edsel Rangers.
Nice. Eric Root says, bring your hand warmers. Why? Because it's Barber in February. This is always need to bring your hand warmers. Friday, partly sunny, high of 45, low of 22. Saturday, partly sunny, high 27, low of 16.
Oh, goodness.
It's going to be great. Water only, people. Remember, Sunday, mostly cloudy, 37 high, 17 as a low. Whew. All right. Your judges are Eric Rude, Craig Ledbetter, and Kirsten Hembry. So bring them
Kristen, she's the one at the end of all the videos.
Yeah. Bring them warm beverages and snacks.
Yes.
That would be wonderful. That
Blankets.
is so nice.
Hand warmers.
Yep.
If maybe those hand warmers on Amazon that some people got for Christmas.
Yeah.
Space heaters for Kim, blankets.
Yeah. I don't know. Will they let them have? You have to check the fire regulations if you can have like one of those propane fire table things. That might be nice to have.
Yeah, that's true. I got to see Judge Kristen again today at the end of a video where she says every time you don't watch or subscribe, another Vega is sent to the crusher. What was the video? Oh, that's right. It was the 3-Pedal Mafia video that showed up today with Chrissy and Jeff on the YouTubes.
What'd you think?
I thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was fantastic.
It was
too.
great. They had a lot of really, really cool old stuff in there.
We were very impressed. Jeff and I both walked away with concern that, made it sound like we were reading too much and that we weren't looking at the camera enough. And John Griffin makes amazing videos. It's just amazing. And we recorded it pretty quickly because we kind of know what we're doing sometimes. And so
you on occasion sit in front of a camera and talking to a microphone?
Occasionally, yeah. And then there's Jeff. So yes, between the two of us, but the video, you have to go see it, not because I'm in it. But it's also just so many flashbacks of great themes we had and great times we had. I was really impressed. So it's really good. Anyway.
Link in our notes.
Oh, great.
It's more dong, but the family friendly
it
video.
it was in the S&M twice. They showed the S&M twice and it was in there. So
I like how they just randomly digitized some people's faces.
It wasn't random. If you go back to the Thompson 2016 video, it's all throughout because somebody mistook Chris for somebody else on our team who had just gotten a new job and wanted to not be part of the video. So instead they thought it was Chris and they blurred out his face. So that's why. But now he can be anonymous forever, which is great.
Sure.
Yes. Check it out. That's great. All right. Let's start our feedback time.
Well, Rob Bear 5173 said, I like the new light rules. Lucky Dog required a JAWS light at night races, which was just an LED strobe. It was wired directly to the battery with a fuse and a switch. Very visible.
And this is also, I'm sorry, we didn't preface. This is our comments from our YouTube from last week. At the Basaka said, find an old laptop or LED monitor or TV and pull out the LED panel. You are left with the most of the LED systems, and they're 12 volt or 5 volt. Step down through the internal power supply from a 110. So salvage is always a great option.
Retro Proto said, historically, sidelights and reflectors are amber and the rear are red. And I put white on the front, so orientation of the car can be discerned. But the alternating white and red tape somehow became the thing, so to comply, it must be used in the rear, which is okay, I guess.
Our buddy the Stankinator said, quote, I want to spend 80 hours building the $5 solution that cost me $100, hits way too close to home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Busakas at 4159 said, none of this matters if Lemons would just mandate flying ants. You could flag individual cars, flag the field, and you know exactly where all the cars are. No more, I didn't see that black or yellow flag, because the car is notified instantly. It's just as ridiculous not to make it mandatory at a 24-hour race. Maybe don't need it for Thompson, but where visibility is a problem, and this is your main concern, just do it.
Okay. All right. Mental is typing as we speak.
All right. So, not giving away too much, but Tim posted a video of the season opener of the MX5 Cup. And we got some comments on our Facebooks on that one. So we had one of the listeners say, this is seriously competitive racing. If you are not watching, you should. And then also our buddy Brian Dobrowski, who is a driver from Rocksteady Racing. And that's a former guest of ours, Todd Carver, who's moved from the world of Crap Can. He now owns an MX5 Cup team. They have built this team up over there, and he said it was a fun one. Did you guys get a chance to meet while you were down there? Trying to get you guys to hook up while you were hanging out?
Yes, we did. He popped up into the stands and said hello. We hung out probably for 10, 15 minutes. So super cool to get to meet him. And I would have loved to have gone down there and bopped around a little bit more, but it's pretty hard to get back and forth as a casual spectator. You've got to take a tram, and there's a couple other things you got to do. But yeah, it was super cool. I'm thankful he popped up and found me in the stands. I was texting pictures of myself to him, so he knew what I looked like.
Hang on, let me take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
Take a selfie.
And then on the Instagram, Badger3721 asked, did a Mazda win?
Funny. Maybe.
So I'm going to go back for a little bit, because we're talking about 422 earlier. And so this time I want to shout out to Chrissy's dad, who had to commute down 422 for 30 something years.
Yes.
Least. So if there's anyone I know who's got a lot of windshield time on 422, it's him. So
good.
And replaced windshields as well, no doubt.
Yeah. Fortunately, he was going mostly the correct way. So he was going against the grain.
Yeah.
And he was also going much earlier, but that doesn't excuse the potholes, the random traffic, the not cleared roads when they should be cleared. So all the above. I like it.
The nuclear plant doesn't care that it's snowed out.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Good. I like it.
So hi, Chrissy's dad.
That's perfect. Oh, it's my time. Let's go.
All right.
Timmy, what'd you do this weekend, buddy?
Nothing.
You know, we had our New Year's goals, and I'm reading this. Somebody else wrote this, but it is okay to bend your New Year's goals for something this awesome. Timmy is back.
Yeah,
we missed you last week.
I missed you guys. It was fun to switch over from host to fan once again, as said back in the day. So it's fun listening to you guys afterwards. But it is, I will say this, 1000% must do. It's a great experience, and don't just go for the weekend. I had as much fun on Thursday as I did on Saturday. So awesome. Really cool. So when we get there, Dave and I arrive, and we're like, all right, well, the some of the crew came in on Wednesday. So Corey, Jimmy Varelis, and Crazy Dave came in on Wednesday. And so they had the Wednesday night to kind of get settled in. But Dave and I stopped at Buc-ee's, which he had never been. So Uncle Dave. So we go to Buc-ee's.
Thank
he was
goodness
dying.
you remedied that. I can't imagine anyone that belongs in a Buc-ee's more.
He was like, this place is great. It's like a truck stop, only better.
That's what everybody says when you walk into it. Yes.
It's like a Walmart, but classy.
Yeah. So I was trying to find a cooler based on the regulations for what you're allowed to bring in to the race. You can bring food and booze into the race, but the cooler's got to be a specific size or smaller.
We did the same thing for, I didn't mean to interrupt, but we did the same thing for the F1 race. Chris found the exact size that fits, that you can, like, it had to be soft-sided.
Backpack.
Yeah, ours was a backpack, but yes. Yep, understood.
That's where I went, because the small cooler was too damn small. It was like 6-pack small. So I went with the full sleeve of 24 Modelo backpack. Whoosh, straight in. Thing was awesome. $34. I saved way more than that when you consider the amount of beer that we consumed over those 4 days. So, super cool. Got some barbecue. Checked into the house. We had an Airbnb right on the beach. Even Kim Harmon got to enjoy it because she showed up there before all of us. I gave her the code because she was like, does that place have a washer and dryer? I've got no clothes left. My hotel doesn't do laundry. I was like, yep, off you go. So she went in and checked it out and gave us the thumbs ups. And it was a great spot. 5-bedroom house, pool, barbecue, block from the beach, a block from a Mexican place that was really good. So we get settled in Thursday, go to the track, and immediately go straight to the museum, which is right at the entrance to Daytona. Awesome stuff. A lot of NASCAR stuff, as you would expect, but they also had a motorcycle museum. They've got, just historic cars from all sorts of different types of racing and boats. And it was great. Like, really, really cool. $20 to get in, piece of cake. When you go in, you'll check in with your ticket. It's actually pretty slick. So you go in, you show them your digital ticket. They give you just a wristband, one of those cloth wristbands that will forever tighten until it cuts your hand off. So you get one of those, and then you're good for the weekend. So you can walk around through all the spots. Bought a parking pass. Big thanks for the deal on that. We are parked right across from the track, so easy walk across the street. And then we made it into the infield, met up with Kim over at the McLaren team. So they were car number 59. They were a 1-car team. They had high hopes, but not high expectations, and they ended up doing pretty good. They had one issue, a technical issue that was not a mechanical, it was more of a communications problem that benched them for a little bit. Otherwise, I'd say they had a pretty good race. So she gave us a tour around. We got to check out kind of where the drivers and the owners go, and they've got special paddock spots for the RVs. $2 million RVs, gorgeous, brand new, shiny, everything's shiny. They actually have they're parked on grass, but they have paver stone walkways in between them, with decorative paver stones, super fancy. It was cool. And then we went over and saw Judge Shelley and her crew. They were over on the behind turn 2. They've been going for a handful of years in a row. They gave us a little bit of the kind of scoop how to get around. And then we got walked around in the infield where they've got a bunch of the manufacturers have all their cars out on display. The one that I thought was really cool, I posted a video of it, was the GM had the ZR1X, which is their top of the line model, supercharged flat plane, rear engine, rear wheel drive with a front axle that is electric motor. So you could see all of the bits in there. The thing's got, I think it's had 7 radiators in it, between all the different cooling that it's trying to do. So really, really need to kind of really get right in there and check it out. So then we hopped up into the stands and we watched some of the historics, and we're sitting there and the car goes by and we can't see it yet because we're kind of walking up to the grandstands, and it's just a little bit, all the things are a little bit taller than you, and we're like, what is that? Well,
I remember going decades ago, and the sound of an actual real GT40 being chased by a Grand Sport Corvette is just America.
Yep. Well, this was the famous Mazda 767B rotary, and it was at like 13,000 RPM going down. Like, oh, it's just amazing. So they had some really cool cars doing the historics race. Not great racing. They're all spread out pretty far. I think there was only like 15 in the field, 15 or 18. But even still, it's really cool to hear the different cars and watch them go around. And then we hung out for the last race of the night, which was the MX-5 season opener race at sunset. And boy, the Angry Bees were just awesome. And like big shout out to those guys and gals for keeping it clean. I've seen a lot of videos. That was the first race. Second race, not so much. The first race was pretty clean. There were a couple of bumps and some spins, but there wasn't anything too crazy. But man, it's such good racing. So we sat right at turn 3 in the stands, and you watch them turn right towards you. That's where most of the mayhem was happening. But great race, super fun. Then we went back to the house. We knitted for a little while and watched Nightline News,
Sewing Circle and Book Club.
Yeah. And
that sounds like. What did you make? It sounds like so much fun.
Oh well, we had to wait for the bread to rise. Yeah.
You made sourdough starter.
Yeah. But no, we went and we absolutely went for a rager at the Mexican food place. So that's a common theme. We went there multiple nights in a row, had the same
Did you already cover who night. You mentioned Uncle Dave, but who all was there?
So Wednesday, well, we're not quite there yet. So Wednesday we had first showed up was Jimmy Varellis, Corey Dickman, and Dave Weiss. And then Uncle Dave and I showed up Thursday. And then the next day, Friday, Amanda Tully came in and Pantless Matt. So we were strong by that crew. And then we also had Dean and Jackie. They didn't stay at the party house. They said that they couldn't cancel the hotel, but I'm calling BS on that. I think they did not want to be involved in that. Yeah. So they hung out with us a lot, but they also bought the premier package, which got them all sorts of extra stuff. It'll be interesting to check with them on if they feel like it was worth it, because I think it looked cooler on paper than it actually ended up being. I hope that's not the case, but I would say it'd be good to find out from them for any of our listeners that want to spend the 10x price point on that one. So, so that was Thursday. Friday, Uncle Dave sadly had to pull the ripcord because he lives in New Jersey and his flight was on Sunday when it was most likely going to get canceled because of the storm coming in, and he's got some responsibility with plowing for the township. So he was like, I'd rather get back and not have to dig my way in and dig my way out. So we said goodbye. Sad. We said goodbye to Dave. He's already like, I'm 100% in next year. Who wants to go? So
it's been like 48 hours since you've been gone, and you're like, already ready. Let's go.
Yep. Already ready. Let's go. So, so sad to see him go. We had a great time Thursday night, and then we got up rather late and made it to the track, I think about 9:30. And I wanted to catch the next MX-5 race, which started at 10. So we got ourselves up in the grandstands situated. Really cool, great race. And we went back into the infield. They have kind of the pit walk through the Hard Rock, what they call it, the Hard Rock fan zone. And they had first all of the GTD and GTD Pro cars out. So you got to see those, and then they had another race, and then they relined everybody up with the LMP cars. So you got to get right up there in there, like trip over the fuel hoses. Like it's really cool how close you can get with just your basic ticket. They were handing out stickers. Kids were getting things signed. So it was really it's kind of how I feel racing used to be, before it got too hard to do things like that. And what's crazy is the guys that are the mechanics and working in the garage, when the drivers come off from practice, they get out of the cars in the hot pit, and then the crew will take the car back. Those things can't go 10 miles an hour. They're like whipping through the paddock, and there are people everywhere. I was like, so how does no one die? Like, It's crazy, and these guys they don't know how to drive these things. They're in them so infrequently, and people are having no idea what's going on. And I'm sure some people were drinking at that time, but I don't know who would do that.
Especially since you only bought 24, 32, whatever you brought with you. So I'm sure you weren't drinking.
Not at all.
Nope.
Not at all. So Friday was cool. It was mostly practice and qualifying. So it was neat to kind of watch that happen, but it's, I would say the MX5 race was more fun than any of the quali or practice that you got to see. But the walking around through the fan zone was neat. So we roll out of there Friday night and go back to the house. We're going to stop for Mexican and see our homeboy there again. He was great. He walks in, he was like, "Oh, you guys are back. Pictures of margarita?" We're like, "Yes." How'd you know? Weird. So then Saturday,
customer service, man.
Yeah. So Saturday there's another grid walk. They had all sorts of hoopla out there, music and giveaways, and which is cool. And then some people are stuffing things in their bags, and so if you're into that sort of thing, there's definitely an itch to scratch. And then we made it up into the stands for the race start. Our spot that we like the best is like section 178, 179, which is right between kind of the turn 1 and turn 6 exit. So you can see the cars coming in super fast. There's always a lot of shenanigans going on there, good passes. So we ended up spending most of the time there, or in turn 3. We never actually made it over to the bus stop side. It's just too hard to get there. There's a tram. There's like a purple line tram that you can jump on, and it'll drop you off different spots on the infield. But it's, once you're in the infield, it's hard to see. The rigs are so big. It's just, you can't see over them unless you get up into the grandstands. So race start was really cool. Spoiler alert, if you guys didn't watch the race, there was shenanigans in the very first turn, and it got really messy. The GTD cars were pretty good. They were clean going in the first lap, but there was some chaos mid pack in the GTP and the LMP cars. And then we hung out there for most of the day. I took a nap in the grandstand somewhere around 4:45. So there were many chuckly pictures of Timmy sleeping in the grandstands, but by his friends.
Rest and rally, Tim.
Right? Yeah. I've been there. I wouldn't laugh at you because I probably would be sleeping right next to you.
Yeah, I operate like a phone. Like when the battery's dead, it just turns off. That's what happens. plug it in for a couple of minutes. It comes back on. You can use it again. That's how I operate. So we had a great time. Went to back in the infield. We were like, we've got to go up and do the Ferris wheel ride as sunset's going down. So we walked around the infield. Kim drove us around a little bit. It was pretty quiet for her while the drivers were out. So she gave us another tour around, dropped us off over by the Ferris wheels. We went up, did that, watched the fireworks. And we were like, all right, well, it was like probably 10 o'clock, 10:30. And we're like, well, let's head back. Let's get some food before the restaurant closes. Take a nap, and we'll get up early, get up like 3 o'clock and watch some racing and watch the sun come up. So we go to leave, and everybody is in really good spirits, like really, really good spirits. And I happen to have a stack of stickers that ended up going all over the place. People's backpacks in front of us in line, cones in like truck beds.
Somebody will be getting hate mail.
Butt?
Awesome.
Someone's butt.
I was like, oh, I couldn't see
if
that.
You're wondering,
it's on our
Instagram. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can still see this butt.
So, yeah, maybe a municipality vehicle might have gotten one.
Oh no! Yes, so we're bound to get some hate mail.
I'm so proud of you, Timmy. I'm so proud.
I was just sad I didn't bring more. I only brought like 50 of them.
Lesson learned. Next year, you're going to go down there with glitter stickers, and it's going to have our website. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, so good. Just QR codes for sure. Yeah, so that was good. So we went to the Mexican place again, and went back into the house, and I think all of us were pretty much in bed by 12 o'clock, 12:30. We had our alarm set for 3:30, either 3 or 3:30. We're going to get up and head over back to the track, and we get up, and it has been full course yellow since 12:45 for fog. So we were like, so went back to bed for another hour, woke up, still fog delay. Then I just said, all right, well, time to make coffee. So 3 of us sat around. Amanda was like, screw it, I'm going to the track. She went by herself, ended up meeting up with Dean and Jackie. She got there, I think, around 4 o'clock. And the rest of us sat around and watched the non-race coverage until I think it was about 7 o'clock. We headed over to the track, got there just before the green flag dropped, and hung out in that same spot, watched the race finish. Great race. Like I highly recommend getting, like, I wore these the whole time as ear protection, but also had it hooked up to my phone, and I had the IMSA live coverage on my phone, so I could hear the commentators talk about what's going on, look for things. You could follow who's leading, where the battles are. You can look around to see, where the standings are. It's actually a pretty good. It's a pretty good app that they have, and it was probably only like a 20-second lag, which I was surprised it wasn't longer than that. So really good battles up front and across the board in all the categories. I think GTD Pro was the one that was the least exciting. So really cool. Great stuff. Race finished. We walked around a little bit, and then headed to the car and headed out. And it's like, hats off to Daytona. Even though this race it was the largest attended Rolex in history.
Wow.
It was easy to get in and out. Like, really, they've got it dialed in pretty good. So highly recommend. Yes, Chrissy.
I have to say, I feel like this was similar to our 24 of Le Mans experience. We, except for the in and out part, that was not easy at all. Finding parking was the worst, but the race experience sounds similar because we went in, we listened, we had some way to listen to what the race was going on, and they had a yellow flag all night. So we kept it on the radio. We would wake up every hour and be like, nope, still under yellow. Okay. And then we would go back to sleep, and then we would do the same thing. Still under yellow. Yep. We went out to go see it, sit in our seats at midnight, and just so we could say we did. It was still under yellow. And then we went back to bed. So I hear you, except we were sleeping in our car and having a cooler full of all the stuff that we needed to consume. So a little different experience than you did, but sounds similar. So everything you were saying, I was like, oh yeah, we've done that before.
2007, I think we just slept in our car in the infield, and I had a tent, and I just wandered around whenever we would wake up, and kind of the same deal though, because we ended up having a red flag because of fog, like just in the middle of the night, and what woke you up was the silence. Wait a minute, so your race going on?
Yeah. Nothing scarier than a quiet racetrack.
Yeah,
in Lemons or anywhere. Yes, when cars are supposed to be going around, but or it's just whenever it's yellow, it's quieter. So yes, but glad that you had a good experience. That's fantastic, and it's really fun that your normal spectator, it allowed you to get many places. That's really fun.
Yeah, for a 4-day pass was $175, and it gets you all over the place. It was great. You don't get to like the upper deck, the upper deck stands, but it was fine. Yeah, Steve Clayman was up there. I was like, "Hi, Steve." So, yeah, really, really cool. You do walk a lot, even if you do all the easy thing, only the easy things, you're still going to walk quite a bit. So, wear comfortable shoes. Bring sunscreen, and go to Buc-ee's and get a cooler pack.
And do shots in the parking lot.
Pro tip. Yeah.
That wasn't shots. That was a board meeting. Whole board process.
Sorry, board meeting. I apologize. I misspoke. That's not fair.
There's a big difference.
I am aware. I am sorry. I missed.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's interesting. To try to understand how the experience would have been different if we were in an RV in the infield the whole time. Like how much different would it have been? And I think it was nice to have a reset, to be able to go back to the house, take a shower, and we jumped in the pool one night. So it was fun to be able to kind of have that party there, but there's a huge party vibe in the infield with like people will just put ladders up so you can go and climb up the ladder and take a peek. Right. So just for anybody. Right. So it's really cool that they do stuff like that, and bonfires and like a Lemons paddock. Right. You got some people that like to party and to host, and people walk around and meet each other, and some that just hang out at their own trailer and do their own thing. But it'd be cool to experience that. But I don't know if I want to do that for 4 days. I kind of liked have my own big bed.
Well, it's one of those 20-year-old you's like, oh my god, this would be so awesome, and like 50-year-old me's like, oh man, my back hurts. Oh, I'm tired already.
Oh, who's got that music on? Put the headphones in. Oh, I can still hear it. Oh man.
I'm just gonna put these dishes in the dishwasher instead.
Yeah. You know what? I don't need to eat at McDonald's. I'm gonna go to a nice Mexican restaurant where they will bring me a pitcher of margaritas.
They know my name. Yes.
Yes.
Pretty much.
And it doesn't begin with that effing.
Oh no.
I thought we told you couldn't be in here anymore.
No.
Oh no. Mr. Tim, please come have a seat. We'll be at the big table for you. Your usual.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a repeat next year. A bunch of us have already said that this was really cool. We have to do this again, and it's not that much money. It's really pretty good. So
All right. We barely figured out our 2026 schedule, but we probably should make sure we
add it to the list.
put it on our 2027.
That
Yeah. So, and we may have Saturday evening. We're getting the band back together for a little half-hour story time, which I think will be pretty hysterical. So take a look. It's a 2-show week, everybody. A 2-show week.
I can't wait.
Oh, me either.
Special
Can't wait
bonus episode.
figure out
Yay.
what I don't remember.
What happened while you were sleeping in the grandstand? Good.
There's great
Good.
pictures. Great pictures of me.
You didn't get a dick drawn on your forehead, so it went over.
No, but there was one on someone's phone that they put up to my face. And there's,
Oh, that's
and
nice.
there's a picture of that.
They probably didn't have the marker on them.
They
That's
didn't have the
legit.
Sharpie.
Legit. That's the only reason you don't have anything on your face is because no
Yes.
one had a marker.
Thank goodness.
Add it to the packing
Oh.
list for next year.
Oh no.
stickers, Sharpies.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
No
That's
Sharpies.
Oh,
fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. It was super fun. Highly recommend.
Super fun. That's great. All right. Well, we'll have to do a pre-show or when you guys are buying tickets, and you can talk about what your plans are, and then maybe we can get some other people. There was plenty of lemonsers there. There was at least one picture that got posted somewhere of a whole group of people, not just your group, but it seemed like it was the bigger group because so Shelly was kind of had her own group, and then Kim was there working, and just seemed like there's a lot. There were plenty of. Actually, it was on the Facebook page that somebody said, "Who's here?" and all kinds of people were like, "Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm over here right now." And so, yeah, there was a lot of people that are kind of names you might have heard of from literally all over the country. So that's kind of fun.
it
Yeah,
is going to be next year, the 28th through the 31st of 2027. Of
Well,
course,
it's going to be over my birthday, so maybe we just
Guess
need
who's-
to plan
Guess who's
something.
going?
Ooh, well,
Ooh.
wouldn't
need to.
that be an epic birthday celebration?
I mean, it would be anyway,
Dude,
but
the
it just happens to be
birthday-
over my birthday. So
The birthday outfit that I'm going to buy for you if we go to that race is going to be amazing. Tiara with the big happy birthday.
I mean, that's
like,
better than what
sparkler.
Zebra fur coat.
That's better than what I was planning on. What I don't even know where you're going with this. So I'm happier that it is a fun birthday celebration type outfit. That's just
Yes.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me Google rainbow zebra full length faux fur coat. Yeah.
I don't want that. It might
It's
be
gonna
90.
be-
Yeah, it's going to be 87 with 100% humidity. I'm not wearing a coat.
It'd be 60 with 100% humidity. But yeah.
Well, I don't know. I saw everybody putting suntan lotion on, so I don't really want to wear a coat. But
Yeah, fair enough.
we have a year to figure it out, so
Yep.
that's even better.
We should, if we do this though, we should in advance say everyone meet at XYZ spot at this time for a group picture and a beer.
Yeah.
That would be super fun.
Oh, yes. Plans are coming together. This is a brilliant
also
idea.
Legit have a year. So
Yes.
yes. Well, thanks for sharing. Glad you had a good
Yeah.
time.
Well, yeah, I
And,
would have loved you
yeah.
guys to have been there. We'll do it next year. Let's do it again next year.
Okay. We know you'll be there.
All right.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay. Well, I see a new bingo card.
There is a new bingo card.
Somebody was bored.
So yeah, so while I was at my dad's, I made a new bingo card. So hopefully I didn't screw it up and do it poorly. And if you guys want to add to it, you go right
Okay.
Worth paid for it. It's good.
Let's see. I'm
Fantastic.
I'm clicking on this. Oh yeah, no.
I can feel like we have to read some of these out loud because it's not funny.
But this is
Yeah.
this is close.
Tim drinks wine. Chrissy talks about safety. Future us problem. Mental has car trouble. Mental gets rid of a project. Chris works on the Lotus. Cat on the screen. Someone says in theory. Someone buys something off marketplace. Someone gets a black flag. Someone gigablasts. Mental drives to another state. Someone falls down. Mental gets a new project.
Chris
mentioned
fell
zip
down
ties.
this week. Chris fell
I
down.
was backing off the hill.
Wait
with
a minute,
bunch
if it
of
was a
branches in
race
my head,
weekend, we would have
and I
fucking bingo.
there was
Fucking bingo.
there's a lip where they repaved the road of a couple inches, and I just forgot it was there, and I just backed over it. And
He was
sat
like,
down
we're
on the road.
pulling brush, and he just sat down,
Yeah.
brush on top of him, and I was like, you fell down.
But we did unfortunately disturb the habitat of 2 voles that were living under this brush pile, and we took the brush pile, and they're running all over the place. It's like, we don't know where to go now. And they're little brown voles.
The turkeys
Better
will
than
get us.
Yellow Jackets, I can
They bite.
guarantee you that.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, this is good. I like it.
All right. Hella sweet. Oh, all right.
Great. Well, we'll have that up in the show notes and ready for next time for you.
Yeah.
Great.
New and improved.
Do we know what
I
we're
love
doing
it.
next time, by the way? Do we have any idea today?
We will.
Well, we have the
figure it
special bonus
out.
episode, but we'll figure out something
Yeah.
for next week.
I
We
may
will.
not even be able to make it. I'll have to let you guys know. Sorry.
Oh
work.
my gosh.
Work.
Or some other fun thing.
No.
Hopefully.
Oh, darn. I
I
was
can tell by the look on his face it wasn't a fun
I know. I was hopeful that it was something that it was.
God's
something
honest
else.
truth. I'm coming home, and I try to text Vicky, hey, on my way home. Hey, on my way home, love you. On my way home, need anything? Just basic communication. And I've had some patient trying days this week, and I text Vicky on my way home, and she gives it a couple minutes. She goes, "Since you didn't add I love you, I take it you did not have a good day at work." And I thought about it for a second, and I called her and said, "Yes, you know what? In fact, I do love you. I'm very sorry. Yes, I had a miserable day at work, and I'm very angry." And she says, "Well, when you get home, you're going to get on your podcast and you're going to talk to your friends, and they're going to make you laugh, and you're going to feel better." And as always, she was right.
Yay. Yeah, but tomorrow is a different story, and yesterday was a different story.
Yes, tomorrow is a different story, and yesterday's a different story. I like my job.
At least
I like
we've
my
got
job.
today.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. I'm glad that we could help you today. She's gonna have to step in tomorrow and make your life better because
well, trying not to cross the streams. Tomorrow, I'm recording my Sin City Spin podcast with my local friends. So yeah, hopefully.
oh, good. You have something else that will make you happy.
Yes.
Good.
And that I can be, delightfully sarcastic and angry. So it'll, places where my skill set is respected.
Yes, this is great.
Oh, like normal. That's fantastic.
Delightfully sarcastic.
Yes.
And
I don't know if we're because this is kind of running short, but tell me if we need to go. But has anyone else gotten their judging schedule yet?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Did you not?
I'm very excited. I am going to be judging in April. I've got the High Plains 24 with so the all-nighter at Colorado, and I'm doing that with Tom Webb. And
That's September. Is no one September?
I'm sorry. Yes, September. I've got 2 races. But
Yes. September, June is all the way of June and September. I don't know which one's the 24 and which one's
Yes.
the regular.
So I get,
September.
I hopefully I can race the non-24. I am going to be able to drive in the Thunderhill. Very excited for that one. But I'm traveling for one race, and then the rest of them. And then for the butt, it's going to be me and Jim Bauman and Julian Cordell. That's going to be fantastic. And it's way, way down the road, but I'm really, really happy is me and Brian Trainer are judging Road Atlanta with Craig.
That'll be super fun. That'll be
We're
super fun.
working on the costumes and the songs already.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Our list is much, much shorter because we didn't offer up.
Well, yeah, I'm only judging the 4, so I'm going to be
Yeah.
at a lot of tracks. But yeah,
I've got 3. I'm doing 3.
excellent. What would you
Which
get?
ones?
I am doing Washington. So that's in April.
Okay,
So
because I'm going to that because I have to pick up the Carmen Gia. Oh,
nice.
Great. Yes,
Yeah.
you have never met a better crowd of racers. They're just so
can't
damn
wait.
nice.
Well, Chris is
I
in
can't
that
wait.
too, right?
I'm in the August one.
Oh, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then so then I'm going to be driving the TWAP in the El Camino in March at Sonoma, and then I'm driving the 25-hour in Jimmy's car in the BMW, and then I'm going to be at Jersey, and then I have my next judging one is going to be Corvette Museum. Which would be fun. I haven't been there, so I want to go check the museum out. And then finally Sonoma. The December Sonoma race will be my last judging. So I'll be racing at the butt.
I'm not in the Sonoma race because I got the December one. The one I forgot is April. I'm doing Mid Ohio, and I'm also very excited about that one because it's me, Randy, and Janice.
Oh geez, that's gonna be great.
Good times.
Be a lot.
Yes.
And also April in Ohio may not be great. So you just watch out for yourself.
It's funny because it literally there's no middle ground. It's either amazing or miserable.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's what Pitt has always been. Yes. We had one.
Yes,
We had
exactly.
one okay, and everything else has been the
Sunny or
worst.
snowy. Sunny or snowy.
Yes. Yep.
So yeah, and then the 24 at High Plains. Yeah, you're right. In September,
It's
it's
that
Tom Webb, Julian Cordell, Trapper Bailey, who was there last year also, and me. That one's going to be a great time. And then the butt is me, Julian, and Jim Bauman. So we're working on that one as well. And then and I forgot Neil Losi is also going to be doing Road Atlanta.
Oh.
I figure we've got a year. We could all buy like pure white Boss Hog style suits and Stetsons and just be like the Southern Colonels. We'll see. We'll see how that flies.
I'm sure Neil's in for any of it.
You get time.
Neil probably already has a solid white suit.
He probably-
You're not wrong.
Maybe.
All right.
So-
I'm judging Road America again. It's Eric, B-Train, me, and Tom Webb
Oh
with
my
Stobbs on
God, that is
media.
a fantastic combo.
Yep, that's good. New Jersey, you've got Judge Chris, you've got Judge Chrissy, Judge Randy Bish, Judge Al Jones, and in training, Mike Pittenaro, who I don't know if I know him.
Oh,
With
What a
Al Jones
lineup.
media.
I think you guys can probably outlip the racers at New Jersey. I think you guys have.
I
you
mean,
guys
we
have the
know
black
all of
belt
them.
We know all of them.
It's
Right.
not-
Like,
yeah.
you're not getting anything over on us. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in August at Pacific Raceways, it's me and Tom Hergert, who I don't think
Yes.
I met.
You will.
With,
You will love
Iconic
Tom. He is he's got a whole Mopar channel about old Chryslers and stuff. He is not as gregarious as we are. Super, super nice guy. And he knows a lot.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's my judging schedule this coming year.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So find us at a race near you.
Yeah.
We're going to be at a lot of them, apparently.
Mhm.
It's a matter of which ones one of the four of us will not be at.
Totally.
But none of us are going to be at all. It doesn't sound like any of us are going to be. Oh, we're not all going to be at all of them, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Or at least
are
not yet.
Are you not doing the 24, Timmy? I'm sorry,
Unclear.
the High Plains at 24. You're not going to go out to Colorado?
Unclear. That's right around the time that we drive back from Maine. So
Oh,
I got to
okay.
figure out
It's on the way.
if I can figure out how to make it on the way. And
We'll
talk
just
my
get you
wife
added to
into
the
it.
gate list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or perhaps we could put together some sort of super effort for the June race where it doesn't sound like anyone got tagged.
Well,
Or-
we're racing it, so we said.
Or bring the Mazda to Pacific in April.
Like a
It's a short
1,200-mile drive.
It's 2 days. It's fine.
His answer is no. Not a chance. No.
All right, it was worth a shot.
No.
Actually,
let's be driving over the
you
Rockies
guys
in
you guys have a
April.
reputation. You can get a seat. Someone will definitely just give you a seat. It'll be fine.
Well, we'll
Fair.
still figure that part out.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Great.
Well, that sounds like a good time. Come say hi.
All
Yeah.
right.
Please do.
Thanks for hanging
Great.
out with us.
Yeah, everybody.
Have a nice week. We'll see. Some of us will see you next week. Maybe all of us.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for downloading us. We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Everyone Racers. We also hope you will join us in the world of driving, racing, building, because everyone can be a racer, even you. If you enjoyed this podcast, subscribe. It's totally free. Then go to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. Even if you hated us, give us 5 stars and tell us why. If you have any questions or show ideas, drop us a comment on our Facebook page, Everyone Racers, or email us at everyone.racers@gmail.com. You can still text us at 484-243-0455. Find us on Instagram at everyone.racers, YouTube and Facebook under Everyone Racers, or even Reddit at /V1On. Thanks again, and until next week, keep the shiny side up, unless, like us, there is no shiny side, then just keep those wheels down.
Which was in the